life get crazy when the lights off. Shorty call my phone, keep the night long. Late on the road, the lights on. Too much time on the road, I can stay long. Don't fuck any stars, I can chase one. And she always wanna fight, so I face one. What the fuck would you always...
What's up guys, it's Solo back with another video. Today, NBA 2K20 has released some new information about the game. A lot of the developers have been tweeting about the game, and we're going to get into all that. So everything you guys need to know about the game, we're going to have covered today. But first, I want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. If you guys don't see the sub count, we hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday. So thank you for that. Thanks for all the support. If you guys are new, make sure to sub up. But yeah, we're going to be going over all the new tweets and stuff that 2K has told us today, because they have released so much new information today that I just have to make a video on it. Okay, so to start off, we have the tweet from NBA 2K20, the verified account, and they said, gameplay updates are live. We've added and improved a number of features to this year's game, including motion engine upgrade, so that's good. Handles and sauce, so I guess they're talking about dribbling. Working off ball, which we're going to get into that. If you guys haven't seen the picture of Curry doing the off ball cut, they added those back to the game. So hopefully that like replaces D-padding and makes D-padding irrelevant and a little nerfed. And then badges and takeover, which is the main stuff that we're going to talk about today. Okay, so now we are on Mike Wang's Twitter, who is one of the head developers. You see gameplay director for NBA 2K20. And he has been tweeting so much information today that we're just going to go down his Twitter. I haven't even read everything. See, look, he just tweeted another one. But he's just dropping so much information, and, you know, you're going to get my initial reaction for some of these things. Some of them I've already read, but, so let's start off with this one from 5 minutes ago. Someone asked about the shot contest system, and he said that he's trying to improve the logic for shot contests and added more tools to be able to tune different aspects of it for different modes. And there's going to be a percentage of a contest. So instead of seeing like lightly contested or heavily smothered, there's actually going to be a percentage so that we can understand the system better, which I honestly like. That's a good idea, because sometimes, you know, sometimes people be hitting lightlies and you don't know, like is lightly just the whole coverage for it, or is there like a percentage of lightly? Like, is there like 10% lightly versus like 90% lightly? And now we're going to see how much our shot was actually contested. So the next tweet is from 8 minutes ago. Let's go to this one, and someone asked, is Fade Ace badge back? And then he said, we have a deep fades badge that helps you hit post face from further out. And this does not sound good. I read this a couple minutes ago. This does not sound good. It sounds like it's helping post scorers who are already OP. As you can see, this guy says sounds great. He's not liking it. This guy, yeah, people are not really liking it. But we are going to get into the post scorers, because he has tweeted some other stuff about post scorers, some good news that we're going to get into. Okay, so the next tweet is from about an hour ago. Someone said, is there a badge called First Step badge? He said yes, called Quick First Step. So this is, I guess, I don't know how I feel about this. I guess it's good. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be better for guards and everyone, obviously, like rim runners, to get by the defender easily. The next one is Interceptor. Have you guys ever thought about bringing back Interceptor badge, or recreate something where Pickpocket Interceptor is one badge? So he said Interceptor is back. He didn't acknowledge the Pickpocket comment, so maybe I'm thinking Pickpocket's still in the game and Interceptor. So as you can see, Davis said everyone liked that. So I guess Interceptor is a good thing. I personally don't really remember it, so I'm guessing it was from like 2K16, which I did play, but I didn't play too much. So Interceptor's back, so that means like lane steals are going to be better, which I honestly like, because I think the stealing system in general needs to be fixed. So now the next tweet, let's see. Yeah, he says he's going to be talking about the updates. Okay, so this is one that I found pretty interesting. This guy said, is there still rhythm dribble, or do you have to do every move in combo? And then he said, do you still choose every different animation, or do you pick one players, you know, signature styles in like a full pack? And basically, to sum it up, here at the end he said you pick one size up sig pack. So this year, you know, you could pick all the different animations you want, and Baluba or Mike Wang is basically saying that in 2K20 you don't get to pick as many animations. You just pick one player's whole signature styles pack. So if you want Steph Curry's animations, you pick that. It looks like we don't get to get that freedom, but again, I don't know. That's just what he's saying. He could be wrong. You never really know with these type of things. And then he said this about the dribbling. If you guys want to read this, pause this. You can read that, but let's get into the next one. He said, okay, so here we're talking about layup defense. Someone said, contested layups still falling at an alarming rate. And he said, layup defense is very different this year, getting a lot fewer complaints about layups, missing that shouldn't, and vice versa. When you miss a layup this year, it usually feels deserved. So that's good, because I don't know if you guys remember at the beginning of 2K19, people were missing like wide open layups and stuff. They kind of fixed it, but it's still not the best. So this is good news. But I mean, obviously Mike Wang and the whole 2K team is going to hype up the game and try to make it look as good as possible. But this does look like it's some good news about layups. So next up, someone was asking about balancing badges, I guess. And he said he's pretty much retooled every badge. So he'd advise going into 2K20 looking at badges as a clean slate. Many OP badges were heavily nerfed, and will be doing a lot more badge updates post-ship to continue balancing. So this is good news. Badges, you know, some people don't realize the effects that badges have on a player. I mean, a lot of the comp players obviously know the effects that badges have, but you know, if you're a new player, you might think attributes are all you need, but nah, badges play a huge role, and to be honest, a lot of them are OP. So this is a good thing that he's kind of retooling them. You know, some badges do need to be nerfed, so I'm glad he's doing that, and I hope the badges are all equally balanced like he says. Let's see. Okay, so this is a big one that I was talking about before. Someone said, all in all, I hope bigs don't come up the court and spam dribble moves they're not supposed to have. Should be easy pickings, right? So what he's saying is, you know, this year I could see like rim protectors, stretches, even insides, and they're dribbling down the court, doing like between the legs, behind the back, doing all these different combos, not running out of stamina. And he's saying, basically, should that be nerfed? And Mike Wang says that if they do that this year, they're easier to rip and they fumble the ball a lot more. So this is really good news, because, you know, I hope this is the same for post scorers as well. And post scorers don't have as good post control as they've had, because post scorers are literally I mean, you could stop them, but they're pretty much unstoppable, especially with takeover. So I hope they're easy to rip in 2K20. Okay, so next up we have a tweet from 2 hours ago responding to a guy named Broken Build who's talking about post score. He said that you guys do a great job of adding so many post animations, but it's pointless because people use the same broken animations, such as post, hop shot 1, which goes in smothered, also drop steps that take you out of play. Please tell me you guys have worked on counters for the post. And he said, see Hoops for Life, who is Zach Timmerman, another dev for the game, works on the post game, so I'll let him speak to that. So I don't know if he has, you know, tweeted about this. I'll go on his Twitter. I don't really think he has tweeted. Maybe. Yeah, he hasn't tweeted about it yet. So we will see, I guess, in the future. But it looks like they are kind of trying to nerf post scorers. They obviously know that they're really overpowered. You know, they're not dumb. They read what we say. But yeah, I hope that Zach Timmerman fixes that. It looks like they're kind of caring about that. And let's see this next tweet from Craig, it looks like, who, if you guys don't know Craig, as you guys can see, 20k followers, he's pretty known. Can you explain what are the new badges or how many there were in 2K19 overall? If I'm not mistaken, max was around 42, so what's the other 40? He said this would probably take all day to delve into, but yeah, most of 2K19's badges are returning, but many of them were reworked to either be more balanced or more useful for different build types. Limitless was changed to range extender to boost 3s, but also deep 2s. Okay, so that I didn't read that yet. This is an initial reaction. So that's pretty interesting, because Limitless, you know, deep 2s are, you know, kind of bad to take because it's kind of risky, because Limitless is all for deep 3s, and I actually like this, how Limitless is now going to be for deep 2s, range extender. That's pretty interesting. He said where there's some badges that were removed just due to it being just a wasted badge, like charge card or etc. We tried to cut the badges that we felt nobody would ever want. Charge card is one of them. So charge card would not be returning. That was honestly one of the hardest badges to get. Like I'd never used that in a game, so I just had to get that in the practice facility. So I like that, how they're taking out useless badges. Badge Plug likes it, but oh yeah, this guy said please patch dribble glitch. I don't think he responded to it. Yeah, hopefully they patch it though. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically where you can't get ripped when you're dribbling the ball. So yeah, it looks good. They're gonna be bringing back the badges and adding some new ones, reworking them. Let's see some other tweets. I don't know how many more there are, but you see, as you can see, he's been tweeting all day. So where do we leave off on here? Free throws. Okay, so I read this one before. Someone said, please make it easier to get Hall of Fame free throw ace for pure shooters. I can't talk. He said, free throws are back to being an attribute that you can upgrade. Free throw ace is gone. So honestly, no one really cares about the free throws. I'm not gonna lie. That's like a pro-am thing. A lot of the community is all about Park, and there's no free throws in Park, as you guys know. So this one's kind of an irrelevant comment, but free throws are back to being an attribute that you can upgrade. So you don't have to worry about the badges for that. Next up, I think we already read this. Yeah, we already read that. Okay, so here we go, a dribbling comment. Okay, so this is pretty long. Let's see. Let's read off the bottom one. How much of speed and rhythm can we control? Are there layers like slow, medium, and quick? If you can elaborate a bit more on this, please. He said Scott Gallagher, who is another dev, I believe, spent much of his year developing the dribble styles while I worked on the dribble move side. He can elaborate more on the differences between the different movement styles. And right now, Mike Wang is the only developer that's really commenting on these updates. So I might have to make another video in the future because Scott Gallagher, Zach Timmerman, all the other devs are not really commenting on it. And, you know, Mike Wang doesn't know everything, but he's just giving us what he knows. So let's see what this one is. This one, in 2K20, let's add more forced ball pickups for non-dribbling builds that face good on ball defenders. That would bring more balance to the gameplay. No more stretch bigs acting like point guards. Said the body up system didn't support this very well in 2K19. It'll work much more reliably this year. Okay, so that's pretty good news, but again, we're just gonna have to wait and see because Mike Wang is obviously gonna make the game sound good. He's hyping it up, you know, he works for them. Okay, so I think that might be it. Oh yeah, okay, so this is from 4 days ago, and this was some old news basically, but a lot of you guys probably didn't hear about it. So he said he was actually asking what they thought the height cutoff should be to get more athletic jump shot bases if we decide to limit bigs. Bigs won't be able to equip certain jumpers this year. And so, okay, so we don't know the specifics. We're gonna have to wait for the demo, which is honestly in about 2 weeks. It's coming up pretty soon. But he said bigs won't be able to equip certain jumpers this year, and this is something that I kind of agree with. I think they shouldn't be able to equip the same fast jumpers that guards are using. It kind of sucks though. If you're going to be a stretch, you have to be limited. I think their limit's going to be 7 foot. So if you're 7 feet or taller, then you can only use like set shots and stuff. Like you're not going to be able to use Steph Curry's jumper, which this year you could use. So I kind of like that. I don't like big men with those jumpers. It doesn't really make sense. So I agree with that. And I'm trying to see because these comments are from May, as you can see. So I don't think these are about the game anymore. Oh, he said, what are your thoughts on being able to dribble and shoot off check? And Swante said, it's perfect. Let the person guarding the inbounder be able to move. It'll stop most of the inbound. No skill cheese. Okay, so yeah, this is like a whole separate thing. So the whole comments on the 2v2 court is right now the inbounder has to pass and the defender on the inbounder can't move, as you guys know. So this year I feel like we might see a change in that. And what I mean by this is the inbounder defender, the one that can't move, that's guarding the guy that has to pass, he might be able to move this year. But also we might see a situation where once you get the check, you can move off the check. Like you don't have to pass, you could just dribble right away. So I think we might see a change on this because I don't know, it just seems like they're trying to change this, even though it's kind of fine right now. I would like to see the inbound defender be able to move, but again, we're just gonna have to wait and see what they do. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about that LD2K, if you guys don't know who LD2K is, was talking about this, so I'm gonna play this clip, and this is about the archetypes. So basically, the news that we've been hearing is that archetypes, like the system that we have right now, will not be returning to 2K20. So just listen to what LD2K has to say about this topic.
Coming in the demo of NBA 2K20, whether you play the demo first or you play when the retail version drops. The My Player Builder, we really want to give the fans their ability to create what they want, how they want, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. It's one of like my job, so I'm not going to say too much. But
all right, so as you guys can see, LD was saying something about a My Player Builder, and if you guys have been looking into this type of information, you've probably seen already stuff on this, and people are saying archetypes won't be back, and you'll be able to pick whatever attributes you want to upgrade and basically make your player however you want it to be. It's not going to be, you know, you don't have to conform to a certain archetype. Basically this year you could pick what you want to be, which honestly is pretty cool. I hope there is change, because the game, in my opinion, wouldn't be as fun if it was just the same thing as last year. Like, it would just be the same game all over again with the same archetypes. So I'm glad that they're making a change. I feel like they do have to change it, and this looks pretty good, you know. Hopefully this is the right move for them. It sounds pretty good. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And for the loyals, because I always put a coder at the end, go in the comments and just type the word Baluba. So if you guys don't know how to spell that, Baluba, you know, you could see it right here. I'm gonna go to the top. Baluba right here. Type that in the comments. This is Mike Wang, what people call him, Baluba. Type that in the comments so I can see that you made it this far, because honestly, this is like a 15-minute video. Like, this is a long video. So if you made it this far, I want to see who actually made it this far. Sub up if you're new. Drop a like in the video if you enjoyed. And I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching.
Y'all niggas hate on me. I'm getting money, what the fuck can you say to me? Y'all bitches cry for me. If you my nigga, then you ride for me. Yeah, you a cheese, but you a dog to me. Baby, you see me, get no love from me. I keep a hoodie, cause it's cold to me. So when y'all see me, y'all gon' notice me.